Doesn't get much better than that, does it? First round finish. What did you think of Robert Valentin's energy this week? Because we saw him on stage, his training partner, his coach was up there trying to fire him up during the ceremonial face-off, and you just kind of were calm and stoic, and you almost kind of laughed a little bit. Like, what did you think of the energy, and how did it play out in the octagon in your eyes tonight?
Good evening. I don't about the energy, like I didn't really care, like everything I was doing, like for me was okay. Like you can do whatever you want, but in the cage you're gonna be just you and me. So whatever you can do, like you won't change the result. So like okay, he has nice time. So let's have a fun.
Were you almost expecting a little bit more out of him though? Because it seemed like he was almost content with just kind of shelling up and letting the ref stop it at the end there.
Well, I don't know. What should I say? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, looking forward, like looking further on in your MMA career, now you're going to have a lot of guys that aren't going to want to strike with you. Like the first thing they're going to do, the fight's going to start, they're going to want to shoot on you immediately. So how much of your camp is focused on wrestling right now?
To be honest, my camp is focused on wrestling a lot, like we did a lot of striking and a lot of wrestling, too much, but, I can't show like my wrestling level, grappling level, like, in few minutes, like it will take time. If someone wants, okay, we're going to go, but if we don't get there, what's the point? So.
And it looks like you're going to be competing against a lot of guys for the bonus tonight. There's been a lot of finishes, a lot of first-round finishes. Where do you think yours ranks among the rest of the night?
No, I'm going to get the bonus, I was violent. Have you heard the noise like of my punch, like boom, boom, like a small explosion, So I'm going to get the bonus.
And then if you do get the bonus, do you have anything specific in mind you might spend it on?
Sleep.
I don't know if you can spend it on sleep, but
like I'm not like a crazy guys. Like what I just have three things to do. Training, eat, and sleep. I don't know. I'm not going out. I'm not doing anything. So, I don't. Just fun to have money, but but I prefer to sleep.
Don't you watch like a lot of anime and things like that?
Yeah, obviously, like watching anime before sleeping, like every day.
You could spend it on some anime stuff.
Just like Netflix, stuff like that. Like, don't cost too much. So it's okay.
You could buy everyone a Netflix subscription.
Oh, why?
Thank you, brother. Enjoy the win.
Thank you, bro.
Congrats on the win. Oh, over here. I guess coming off of that, what would you be doing if you weren't fighting in the octagon? I guess what other job or what would you see yourself doing if it wasn't fighting?
IT.
IT?
Yeah.
Was that what you were doing beforehand? And I guess what made you really get the itch to fight, or where did that come from?
Like I always used to fight, but not like proper fight. I don't have like much experience like a competition fight, but I always used to fight in the street in my country, like I used to. Even when I was in uni, I used to fight in the uni, so for me it was normal, but I wanted to fight, but for my mom, oh no, like you can't fight if you don't get like, if you don't get degrees in university and things like that. So that's why I went to uni. I did like physics, like science physics, just to make her like, okay, I'm smart, I'm not stupid, but fighting is not like for like stupid people. I'm smart, but I want to fight, I just enjoying it, like the feelings, like adrenaline, like how you feel, always like you feel like you're in danger. I like these feelings, to be honest.
And we're the same age, I believe. We're both 23. What does it mean to represent the new generation of fighters coming up like yourself?
I never thought about it, I just doing it, and just enjoy the moment, but maybe like I'm going to think about it and I will, I'm going to answer you next time, but now I don't know.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Ateba, bravo pour ta performance. Est-ce que tu étais surpris que ça aille aussi vite?
Honnêtement, je n'étais pas surpris, pour être vrai, je n'étais pas surpris. Le problème, c'était combien de coups il pouvait tenir avant de tomber, tu vois. C'était un peu ça le problème. Donc, c'était déjà, OK, est-ce qu'il va tenir? Parce qu'il dit, bon, il n'a pas encore affronté quelqu'un qui tape aussi fort que moi. Donc, pour moi, c'était OK. J'ai vu tes combats et voir, bon, voyons voir combien de temps tu vas tenir. C'était un peu ça.
Et maintenant, après cette performance, est-ce que tu as une date où tu veux revenir? Et est-ce qu'il est trop tôt déjà pour call out quelqu'un?
Pour être honnête, je ne choisis pas. Pour être honnête, pour moi, j'ai envie de combattre le maximum possible. Comme je dit avant, je n'ai pas beaucoup d'expérience en tant que combattant en compétition. J'ai plus d'expérience genre en combat de rue. Genre, je mettais vraiment ma vie en danger. Genre, il n'y a pas d'arbitre. Donc, mais j'ai besoin de beaucoup d'expérience. Je pense que je peux le faire. Je pense même la semaine prochaine, si on me demande de combattre, je vais combattre. J'ai besoin d'expérience, j'ai besoin d'augmenter en expérience, c'est ça un peu.
Et quand tu dis combat de rue, c'est toujours d'actualité ou c'est terminé?
Ah non, c'est terminé. C'est terminé qu'on peut combattre dans la rue. En même temps aussi, bon, chaque fois que je combattais dans la rue, ma mère était inquiète. Donc, j'ai plus envie de la mettre sous stress. En fait, c'est pour elle que j'ai décidé de commencer à faire les combats professionnels.
Très bien, merci.
Merci.
Ateba, over here. You mentioned you've been in street fights before. What was your record in street fighting?
To be honest, like I can't count the amount of street fight I had because like it's not like you can't count like in the street fight you're not going to fight against one person or two. You know, sometimes you can fight against 5 person. You know, like you can't count the record, and it's not like once a week. No, there's no death. You know, you can fight 2, 3 times. Like imagine, I had fight beef with you, I beat you up. The day after, you're going to come back, not alone, because obviously you know I beat you up before. You're going to bring your friends with you. So they will beat me. They will try to beat me up, you know, like never stop. You know, like you can fight today, tomorrow, and the day after. And when more they came like a lot of people, so you run away and call your friend as well. So like there's no like amount. I can't count, to be honest. It's like the street fight I've done is not like, it's not like since I have like 7, it's like since I was like 9 years old, you know, like 10 years old, you know, like from the primary school, so you can't count. Yeah.
So what's your wildest street fight story?
My wildest street fight story. Let me think. Yeah, there was like one guy, it was like in college, you know, like one guy in my classroom, oh my God, my classmate was huge. Even today, I didn't get his body yet. It was so huge guy, like big guys. Obviously, like big start of the year, like come to the class. I was in my seat, you know, and then he just say like, you have to sit on the floor. I said, bro, no problem, you know, I sit on the floor. And one day, he has a fight with my friend, you know, like very good friend. And then he beat him up. Bro, like this day, I realized like there's like a lot of monster outside. He lifted up my friend with one hand. And he smashed him on the ground, man, going like, out. He went out straight away. You know, like, they were like, you know, like, I was with my friend, and I was his best friend, and there were girls around, you know, like, I can't quit, you know, like, oh, no way. Because I knew, obviously, like, I'm going to go, he's going to beat me up, but for me, it was better than run away, you know. And then in one moment, I land a big right hand on him, boom, knock him down. I said, bro, when I knocked him down, you know, like I was like, oh, I'm dead. Because like he get back on his feet and say, oh no, bro, why don't you stay down? And then he come and then he land a big right hand on me. I don't know. Until today, I don't know. Bro, I dodged the right hand and then I land again the right hand and knock him out. I said, whoa, bro, I'm so strong. That was like the fight you know, like my life, I was like, well, my friend was still on the ground, like out. They call like ambulance to pick him up. So it was like the most, wild fight I had.
Just one question right over here. Like you mentioned earlier, I find it very surprising and interesting that you're only 23 years old, man. What are the plans that you have? Because today you picked up your second UFC victory and a finish too. So what kind of plans do you have? You're super young and you're 2-0 in the UFC, 2 first-round finishes. What do you want to do with this career that you're building for yourself, man?
You know, like I don't have like, you know, I'm I'm going to tell you something. I'm the body, I'm the body. And my coach is the brain, just body and brain. So the brain knows what I have to do. I'm just doing it. Thanks.